Hello and welcome all to the 58th part of the series on self-exploration, joining the dots, contemplating, comprehending and sharing it with you all raw. All that sounds great is the grace of all those who have blessed me and lit my path, and all that sounds not so great is my limitation. So let's get going. We will be talking about meditation in reference to its Indian name Samadhi. We can interpret the word Samadhi in multiple ways. Here it goes. Samadhi, meditation and understanding. I visualized a reservoir of water at a great height. When the water from a neighboring reservoir of a lesser height is pumped up, then slowly, gradually, the water rises up and finally levels up to the higher reservoir and then merges with it. Both waters then mix up and we cannot distinguish which is which. Let us take an example. A master is standing on the terrace at say 10th floor, and the junior, the disciple, is standing in a window on the first floor. The master is describing the great scenario that he is seeing from his terrace view. Cool breeze, lovely sight. The disciple on the first floor says, "Oh, but I don't see it like that. Neither can I see anything beautiful, nor can I experience a cool breeze." The master says, "Rise up then, rise up." The disciple starts coming one story up, from first to the second, to the third, to the fourth, and as he rises up step by step, he starts experiencing the absoluteness, the truth of the master's versions, the master's explanations. And he also starts saying the same things. Oh, the breeze is cool. It is lush green. It is so beautiful. It is picturesque. Their understanding blends, or their understanding comes to the same level. In Sanskrit, dhi means wisdom, buddhi, and some is same, at the same level. When the wisdom of two entities become equal, they come at the same level. Dhi is cognitive power. Dhi is wisdom, maturity. The external level, and some is equal. This state of the disciple, when his maturity, wisdom, cognition, vision becomes the same as that of the master, that state of the disciple is samadhi, samadhi. Sandhi also means chance in Marathi, my mother tongue. So samadhi is like samadhi, a chance a chance for the master to give his vision, to give his inner maturity, to make his inner maturity same as that of the disciple. It is also a chance for the disciple to take up that vision, to take up that stance, and giving such a vision, giving such a vision is the real handing over of the fishing rod. In Sanskrit, Iksha means to see, and the is to give. To give, to give the gift of seeing, the Iksha. To give the vision is Diksha. Diksha is like handing over. It is also called as the race over of from the master to the disciple. So Samdhi is to become of the same level. Samdhi or Sandhi is to give a chance and to take a chance. And there is one more meaning for the word Sandhi in Marathi, which means joint. Samdhi or Samadhi is that pinnacle, is that moment in the life of the master and the disciple when they become connected, when they get joined, where the master and the disciple become of the same energy, of the same mind. Their souls merge, their opinions merge, their being merges. That state of mind where the disciple raises himself, or he rises at a certain state of maturity where his vision is not different from the master's vision. When he feels exactly what the master feels, when he says exactly what the master would say, that state of maturity is samadhi, a meditative state. Our common notion of meditation is to sit for a while with maybe your eyes closed and attempt to go into a zero state. But for me, meditation is this permanent state. It is the journey towards this state that is a permanently attained state of mind, where we merge with the universal master power. It is an undistinguishable union with the higher source, merging with the higher source and acquiring all the qualities of that source. A few quotes from some few books that completely support or even enhance this definition or this explanation of meditation. A book called Happy Pocket says deep meditation temporarily shuts down that part of the brain that tells you where you end. It washes off the boundaries. You're unable you're unable to feel the boundaries of your existence that separates yourself from the remaining universe. Your bodily outline, your mental outline, your psychological outline, your limit, gets washed off in the state of deep meditation, and you are unable to identify where you end. You open up to the vastness. You open up to the vastness. You become the whole. If you do not go within, you go without. Another book, Keep Your Spirits Up, says we are actually a part of the ever expanding universe. We are not separate from it. Just like the earth is nothing but a shackle of the sun. So even if it looks separate from the sun, it is not separate. It is in the same system as that of the sun. Similarly, though we look like a separate part of the universe, we are actually a shackle of the universe. The universe ever expands, and therefore we are also constantly expanding on soul level. Whether you know it or not, whether you wish it or not, when you are born, you are of day 1, the next day you become day 2. You can't stop it. You can't stop becoming 2-day old, 3-day old, 5-year old, 10-year old. You automatically become older and older the moment you are born. Just like that, we are automatically constantly expanding, growing, evolving on soul level. But when we start feeling this expansion, and when we start experiencing the unison of our being with the surrounding, that is the growth. That is the growth. When we surrender to our higher power, we are allowing our system of thought to merge with the entire forces of the universe, and it is seen as a well ordered whole, a synchronized whole, a whole with a harmony. This is the true meaning of becoming the whole, expanding, opening up to the vastness, stop feeling or stop identifying our own end. That is meditative state. That is samadhi. The master book by Dr. Joe Dispenza, Becoming Supernatural, says meditation is to carry your own energy from bottom to top and experience mental orgasm in the pineal plexus. The book fantastically explains the complete physiology of meditative state. The lower 3 energy centers in the body are related to survival. In our Shat Chakra understanding, we call these as the lower 3 chakras, the Muladhara, the root chakra, the Swadhisthana and the Manipur, which respectively stand for reproduction, existence and food. So these instincts are extremely vital. If the strength acquired through the abstinence of these instincts, the strength acquired through the control of these instincts is channelized to the upper centers systematically. There is a complete system, there is a complete procedure of rising our consciousness to the higher centers, the higher chakras, the Anahat, the Vishuddhi, the Ajna, and then the Sahasrara chakra. The energies rising up, it is also called as Urdhvareta, Adhoreta is dropping your semen down through sexual acts. And if this semen is controlled, the energy that generates semen is controlled and it is reverted and taken up. That is called as the Urdhvareta Urja, taking the masculinity upwards. And when that extreme energy, or that the ultimate energy of a man is taken up, the unison he experiences with that energy gives an absolute power from within. For all that we think to be without, but is actually our own expanded version. Whatever we think is not within, it is without. We start seeing it as our own expanded version, as our own extension. And that state is samadhi. It is a state of experience. It is a state of a bliss from where परत माघारी येत नाही. बंधनापासून उकलली गाठी, देता आली मिठी सावकाश. येणे सोसे मन झाले हवभरी, परत माघारी येत नाही. A state from where you don't wish to come back. And if you come back from that state, you are a completely changed being, because you have expanded beyond your boundaries. That is meditation. Samadhi, equalizing our maturity to the universal consciousness. Sandhi, the chance to raise ourselves to the universal consciousness. And Sandhi, the joint, the connectivity to the universal consciousness. Samadhi, meditation, a different perspective, a deeper understanding. Thank you for joining in. Stay tuned for some such thought explorations. Bye.